All right. Bob's back doing some more content, just some filler stuff. Not filler stuff, but content stuff. Stuff I've always kind of thought about, found interesting. Thought maybe I'd bring it on out here and see if anyone else has got any thoughts about it and stuff. If you do, put them in the comments and all that good stuff. So I was thinking about motorcycle ownership and how we use them in different parts of the world, right? Now, unfortunately, in Canada and the northern half of the United States, um, and I guess if you go around the globe, Northern Europe and all that sort of stuff, we've kind of got seasons where we cannot ride a motorcycle, safely or properly or however you want to put it. It wrecks a bike and all the rest of it. And so there's lots of parts of the world that we can't use a motorcycle year round. Now, there's lots of parts of the world that you can use a motorcycle year round, and I always wonder if I was to live in one of those countries, if I'd be content with just a motorcycle as a primary means of getting around. I think I would. Now we've all been to them places in the Caribbean, and unfortunately, a lot of times for them, it's down to economics where they got the whole family on one motorcycle. Looks like maybe a 250 or something like that. And they're going out for groceries and everything on, or maybe that's just how they live down there. Who knows? So if if it's an economic thing, obviously the motorcycle is a more economical way to get around. And you know, not every motorcycle bought has to be a Harley Davidson. What's the latest one? The $103,000 motorcycle. You can go buy a little bike for under $1,000 and get your license, and boom, you're mobile, which isn't a bad thing, especially if you're a younger person too, right? Younger people with again budget constraints. A bike's a good way to go. So I found this little map, and it shows see most of the bike. When you get down to this is how many bikes there are, roughly, I suppose, in each country. 85 million, 221 million motorcycles in India alone. That's crazy. You get down to Indonesia, they're in the millions, 112 million. Like, that's a ton, man. Wow. And then, you get over to North America, you got 8.6 million in the States, and not even a million in Canada. 736,000 is what they estimate for all of Canada. And Brazil's got a respectable amount, 12.9 million. And that's a lot of motorcycles. And I heard that lots of people down there, um, in the right parts of the country, that's their primary means of transportation also. So there's the same thing just written out. Same thing just written out. Then they got a little blurb. So Statista must be a statistics taking company. They estimate that there's going to be 550,000 motorcycles will be sold in the United States over the next year. So that's all bikes combined, all bike makers, all brands, all of everything. Half a million motorcycles. That's not really a lot if you think about it. And that's what they estimate is going to be sold in the U.S. over the next year. So I would assume if they got 8.6 million and we got zero point 0.8 million, we're about 10 times less than them. So I bet you that means that we're going to have about 50,000 motorcycles or so, brand new models, sold in Canada this year. And then we'll have to see what happens with the tariffs, if the tariffs affect that or not. So China exports $12 billion worth of motorcycles. Wow. Over a quarter of all the worldwide motorcycle exports. So a quarter of the motorcycle, and I'm assuming parts are made in China. And then Germany must be the next one down the list. 3.3 billion worth of motorcycles are exported from Germany. And that surprised me. So Germany exports more motorcycles than Japan, and Japan exports 3.2 billion worth of motorbikes, and Thailand exports 3 billion. Huh. So all in all, Harley only sold 1.7% of the world's exports and came in 13th on the list. So that's where Harley sits, 13th on the list of all motorcycle makers of exports. So that doesn't give you it doesn't give you the full picture, but it gives you part of the picture. So that's interesting. So that was some stuff I was thinking about today. So some places, your motorcycle is the family's way of getting around. I think that would be all right by me. Some places it isn't. Some places it's our luxury. It's a toy. It's something that sits in the garage until the weekend. And some people are a little more serious about it, right? They're out there, they're on it, they're every day, they're putting in the miles, and that's how they roll. Okay, that's what I had for today. So thanks for watching. Another bit of biker news, just something that was rattling around in my head. Thanks for watching, everyone. Much love and respect, and we'll see you on the next one.